I wear something else or do I leave the orange hoodie? I haven't worn this orange hoodie in a while actually. And my mum used to always be like, orange and yellow doesn't really go, but I think it looks pretty good. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Monday again, which means we're back with another vlog, I guess. Today I want to tell you guys about my recent trip to the opticians. I do actually wear glasses. I wear contact lenses most of the time because my sweaty face always fogs up my glasses, so I don't like wearing them. Basically, the topic of this video is that I'm pretty sure every optician in the world hates me. I don't really know why, but each one I've met that has done my eyes for me, they just give off the whole they really don't like me vibe. So here we go. I don't go to the opticians as often as I should. And the reason for this is that not only is it because I can't be bothered, but every time I go, I get given some serious dead eye. And I'm not talking about everybody else in the shop. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just an optician thing, but they all like have a kind of very deadpan face. They're always quite quiet. They always talk in that almost like a teacher tone. Like, you know, a little bit stern, very professional. And it's really awkward for me because I'm there like, hey, how are you doing today? And they're just like, fine. So, you know, I don't do well in awkward situations. I'm awkward enough when I have to be outside in the first place. Never mind when I'm actually trying to, you know, fit in with society's norms of socializing by being nice and friendly and, you know, upbeat and optimistic, because that is how people should be apparently. And that's really the only way I know how to act in public. So I go for it, and when it doesn't work, I am left a blubbering, stuttering mess. And when I'm left in that kind of situation, I sweat even more than I usually do, which, you know, I sweat quite a lot. I could really do without the extra stressful sweating. Anyway, my recent trip down to the opticians, it happened last Tuesday. So usually I get a taxi into town because I sweat a lot when I walk. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough money for a taxi this week, so I had to walk down. Yeah, I know, smallest violin in the world. But the problem is that because I had to walk down, it meant that I got very sweaty. And when I get sweaty, my face heats up. And when my face heats up, my glasses fog up. So I was walking into town with completely fogged over glasses because, you know, that's just me. But when I got to the opticians, I was like, it's fine. I'm 5 minutes early. If it's anything like the doctors, which I know sometimes it can be, you usually start waiting around for like half an hour anyway. So I was like, I'll have plenty of time to cool myself down before going into the office to get my eye test. But of course, the universe never goes the way you want it to. So when I got there, I sat down in the waiting room and literally, I hadn't even pulled out my phone and my name got called. So I stood up, sweat still dripping down my face, and I had to follow this really attractive optician, by the way, into our office, and I had to sit down in, you know, those seats as well, they're made of leather, so I had to sit down in a leather chair, and I'm not even joking, my face was just the amount that I was sweating, I could have made a bath out of it. So she sat me down, and actually she was very friendly at first, you know, like she was like, hi, how are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good, just a little bit warm. She was like, oh yeah, I can see that. And she was like, are you ready to get started? I was like, yeah, I think so. So she took off the glasses I was wearing, which were still a little bit fogged up, and she put on the, if you've never been to an optician's before, they give you these like plastic frames. They don't look like actual glasses. They look kind of a bit like a weird contraption sort of thing. And they put it on your face and they'll slide different lenses into your eyes, and you know, you obviously have to read the letters stuff on the other side of the room. So she put this on me and she slotted the first set of lenses in, and she was like, could you just tell me what is the lowest line that you can read? And I started reading off the letters, but then because my face was still really warm and because I was still sweating quite a lot, I started to fog up the lenses. Now imagine this, I was sat there reading the lines perfectly fine, going B, H, K, and she was like, oh, what's the matter? I was like, I'm really sorry, but I appear to have fogged up the lenses. And she was like, oh, it's okay, it's no trouble. And she took them out, wiped them, stuck them in again. And she was like, oh, could you try reading the lowest line again? So started again, because I was still really fucking warm. The lenses fogged up. And she had to repeat the process of taking out the lenses and wiping them for me 5 times. 5 times this happened. And by the 5th time, I'd apologized so much that she was not even fazed. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm just so warm right now. She was like, it's fine. It's fine. And I could tell that she was getting pretty annoyed at me. But I can't help the fact that I sweat a lot, okay? You guys have seen me, I literally have no control over my body temperature whatsoever. And this isn't even just because it's summer. In winter, I am still like this. I'm just warm all the fucking time. So yeah, after the last time she just kind of gave up, and what we basically did was sit awkwardly in silence for about 10 minutes waiting for me to stop sweating. And when I'd finally stopped sweating enough to put the lenses back on, she went through the rest of the process so quickly that only an idiot would not have been able to see that she was just trying to get rid of me as fast as possible. And to be honest, I can't really blame the girl. Some sweaty potatoey mess comes into your office, sweats all over your chair and fogs all your lenses up. I want to get rid of them too. God. And it really doesn't help my sweating when the person that sat in front of me is a very attractive lady. So as she was finishing up my prescription, another optician lady came in, and again, she was very, very good looking. Huddersfield, what is with your really good looking opticians? And she took me to go get my contact lenses, and of course, because I am an awkward fool, I just kind of sat there stuttering and just, you know, just being my general fail of a self. And normally I'd leave it another 2-3 years to go get my next eye test, but because the optician lady was so nice, she managed to convince me to go for a follow-up appointment tomorrow, actually. So I need you guys to wish me a lot of luck because I'm gonna sweat all over the poor girl again. Seriously, if any of you guys can suggest a remedy for too much sweating, I would love to hear it. So be sure to comment it down below. Literally, anything will help. I will walk around with glue on my face if that will help me stop sweating. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys Friday for another gaming video. Bye!